Hello! I am back at Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Gonna do a little bit of hiking, taking advantage of the cool weather this morning. We finally had a break in our little mini heat wave. Starting again from the Kendall Lake area. I like to use that as a hub to reach different trails around here. Let me turn this around. So I'm just crossing the little bridge from the parking area. Gonna cross the road here. Okay, so we just crossed the road and get to this connector trail. And this just leads us right into the woods, and we're gonna go uphill until we hit the Pine Grove Trail. Not sure if it's raining or if that's just dew coming down. Shoot, maybe it's pollen. So I got to sort of the top of the hill, but now it goes down into this little ravine, and then we'll climb up the other side and be up at the Pine Grove Trail. You can still hear the cars not far from the road. The trail up the hill just paralleled the road. That's Truxell Road. Hi.
Hi.
You can see the trail is nice and wide and flat. There's some roots, but this is a nice little trail for if you don't want a whole lot of change in elevation, but still want to get under the trees. So in my last video, I told you I was going to go see a sports medicine doctor because my regular doctor wanted me to stop hiking and just rest my ankle. I did go see a sports medicine doctor, and he said I had a grade 3 sprain of my ankle, and he referred me to physical therapists. He said it was okay for me to continue to hike as long as I wore the brace that he gave me, and that I did not change the mechanics of walking while I was hiking. So, no limping. So what I was doing on the Appalachian Trail, limping along, was not okay. That I have to slow my pace down even more so that I can walk normally while I'm hiking. Additionally, he said my pain should never exceed a 3 out of 10. I need to remain distractible so that, you know, if I see something pretty, I can appreciate it instead of just thinking about my ankle. And the other condition he put on it was that I could not hike so much that I paid for it the rest of the day, meaning that if I came home and absolutely had to put my feet up and put ice on my feet and things like that, I had done too much. I have been evaluated by the physical therapist, but not yet treated. They found that I had weakness in my ankles. Obviously, that needs to be addressed, as well as weakness in my hips. And they assured me that if I did the exercises that they will give me in the near future, that I will be less prone to re-injuring the ankle, and also less prone to getting other injuries while I'm hiking. They said that having weak ankles and weak hips could give me knee pain while I was hiking, and of course that's something that I want to avoid. Instead of finishing the Pine Grove Trail, I'm going to take the trail to the left and go off towards the ledges to make, you know, a longer hike. I've come to a parking lot, and So this shows Pine Grove Trail back the way I came. You can go left to the shelter or straight up to the overlook. Following the overlook trail, you get right to the rock formations. These are sandstone rocks. I believe they are part of the Sharon conglomerate. So here in Northeast Ohio, you can see formations similar to these. So not just here in Cuyahoga Valley National Park, but Hinckley Metro Park. I think that's part of the Cleveland Metro Park system. Also Nelson Ledges, Warden's Ledges. It's all the same rocks. They're beautiful. The trail around here is very sandy, just from the rocks themselves eroding. These are just so gorgeous. So when I was a little kid, my family used to go to Hinckley, go to the bottom of the ledges or the top of the ledges, which I think, if you're looking for it, is called Whip's Ledges. We used to climb on the rocks a little bit, and it was magical. The sand makes the rocks a little bit slippery. Look at the pretty colors from the water coming through the rocks. So when I quit the Appalachian Trail, I vowed I was going to come home and lose weight to make it easier to hike when I try a through hike again next year. So I got a referral to a healthy weight clinic, but they will not schedule me until my insurance approves the visits, and the insurance is dragging their feet. I don't know if they're ever going to approve it or if I'm on my own. Either way, I've lost 10 pounds, which is not that remarkable. I actually lose weight a lot often. I just never keep it off, and that's why I need to do something different than what I've done in the past. You do meet quite a few people out here on this trail, the Ledges Trail. It's popular because it's so beautiful. Speaking of meeting a lot of people on this trail, a school field trip just passed me, which I've never seen out here. Of course, I guess that's a COVID thing with it. You know, Ohio's treating it like it's pretty much over. I think we've got like 5 more days, and all the mask mandates are going to be lifted, as well as I believe social distancing, like when you go to stores and restaurants and the like. Yeah, but there were like, I think 20 some children, and there were a lot of parents, which is really nice. They looked like they were elementary age children, and there were a lot of parents. I would say probably like 15, which is quite a huge turnout for a school field trip, but really nice. Oh, let me turn this around. More rocks. They're just so gorgeous. I remember getting to go on field trips in school. I think it was more common back when I was younger, when school budgets weren't stretched as tightly as they are now. I can remember going to SeaWorld and the Cleveland Zoo, COSI Museum in Columbus, Hale Farm and Village, just to name a few right off the top of my head. I wish kids had more opportunities like that these days. Okay, so the overlook is just up that trail, and then it kind of curves to the left. I'm not going to go up and do it today. I'm gonna go back to the Pine Grove Trail where we started out and get back over to Kendall Lake. There is a whole loop trail up here, this Ledges Trail, that I will do soon, maybe even tomorrow, and show you more of the ledges and show you the overlook too. But that's for another day. So I'm going to turn around and take this back down to connect with the Pine Grove Trail again. All right, we made it back to the Pine Grove Trail loop. If we go off to the left, we'll hit the connector trail to get back to Kendall Lake really soon, or I could go off to the right and do the Pine Grove Trail loop again, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. My ankle does hurt a little bit and my foot hurts. My foot doesn't like wearing the brace, but I'm having a good time out here and I'm not ready to go home. Okay, so made it to the spot where I broke off last time and went to the Octagon ledges. So just gonna keep continuing going straight to do the Pine Grove Trail loop again. Decided to take a little break on this bench. If you can see right there is the sign. And that shows the connector trail back to Kendall Lake. Just needed some water and some calories to perk me up a little bit. This has been a really beautiful day, and I'm so grateful to live close to this park. It only takes me 26 minutes to get to Kendall Lake from my house. Made it back out to the road. And this is just the way back to the parking lot. This crossroad here is for the lake trail. So you can take it either that way and it goes all the way around the lake, or this way for the other half of it. It's about a mile long. Real nice trail. Very little elevation change on that one too. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 sets of stairs, but it's very doable. I would say it's a really good one to do with children because you're so close to your car and the restrooms.